Hello and welcome to this Mindfulness Monday. And if you feel like this kiddo right here, you probably had Monday just like hit you right in the face. And that's okay. That happens to the best of us. I know my weekend was totally crazy and Monday just snuck up on me, which is fine. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You're almost there. You're almost done. But I am going to get right into it. Today on Mindfulness Monday, we are going to talk about processing emotions. I think this is such an amazing topic. I want to give you guys something just short, sweet, to the point. That's what these are supposed to be for, just like really small chunks of information that you can easily digest and move through your day, because I know it is hard to sit through 30, 45, 60-minute meetings or any kind of information. We are just really consumers right now that like to just get really quick bits of information. I don't know if I should blame this on TikTok, but I know social media is involved. um, but it really is good, short and sweet. So that's what I'm going to try to keep this to. So without further ado, we're going to talk about processing emotions. So, what do most people do when they get an emotion? Most people either resist it, react to it, or avoid it. And when we are pushing an emotion away and we're distracting this emotion with food or social media or any other habits to try to suppress that feeling without fully processing it, we're really giving ourselves a disservice. And I love, when I can't remember exactly how it said, but basically the more you do of something, the better at it you get. So the more that we are not processing those emotions, the better at avoiding them we get. And so what we want to do is really work on processing them, get really good at processing them, so there's no emotion that is ever going to deter us from anything in our lives. So I am going to dive into this, but really briefly, I just want to talk about why we want to process emotions and why is it beneficial. And the number one thing for me is that it helps us to stop buffering. And what buffering means is anything that we are doing that we are avoiding that emotion. So maybe we're overeating, we're over drinking, we're overworking, we're over entertainment like social media, maybe we watch TV for too long, any kind of distraction in order to avoid that emotion. Another benefit is that you gain emotional control. Instead of feeling at the mercy of your feelings, you really have control over that. So there's nothing that you're fearing to do. Like, how amazing would it be? Can you just like take a second to think about the things that you have avoided in your life because of an emotion you think you'll feel? Or maybe something that you have felt once before, so you didn't do it again. You didn't try again because of the shame or embarrassment or the fear or what have you. Another great benefit is that you break free from emotional cycles. So instead of repeating the same patterns, you are now free to do the things that you want to do because you're not scared of feeling anything. You also develop resilience. We learn that emotions aren't dangerous, we don't need to hold back on anything. We form that resilience in order to really move through things and toughen through things or push through things because we have that resilience. We know it's just a feeling and we can just sit with the feeling and we can work through the feeling and we can continue on doing the amazing goals and amazing things that we want to do in our life. And the last one is we deepen our self-awareness. By understanding how our thoughts are creating our emotions and our reactions to things, we are becoming more and more aware of how we're moving through life. And then we can really see, like, is this part of my value system? Is this part of my beliefs? Do I want to continue to move through life this way? So when you are fully processing your emotions, just you let it run its course, and you won't react impulsively. You will really be sitting with that and understanding and just becoming more self-aware and I think that it's a beautiful thing. So let's dive in because I know I'm kind of getting off on a tangent here. Okay, so steps to processing emotions, and hopefully you're able to really see this. If you're not able to view it, I am going to put a link in the comments so you can definitely grab it and you can work through it as you wish. I hope that it helps you. But the first thing that you want to do is really name the emotion. Get specific about what you're feeling. Instead of saying, I feel bad, identify it. Is it frustration? Is it anxiety? Is it guilt? Is it sadness? Really dive in and understand what that emotion is and name it. By naming the emotion, you reduce the power it gives over you and it gives you clarity. And I know it sounds kind of wonky, but it really does work. I've done this work so much, and it helps when we get really clear on the emotion. And getting clear is locating it in your body. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and notice where your emotion is showing up physically. Ask yourself, where do I feel this? Is this in my chest? Is this in my stomach? Is this in my throat? And describe it. Is it heavy? Is it tight? Is it warm? Is it cold? Like, really get to know and feel the emotion. And as you're going through this, you are working on processing that emotion. You are going through those steps. And I'm telling you, just try this. Just try it once. Okay. And then the third step is allowing it without judgment. So instead of trying to push it away or make it go away, just sit with it. You're just sitting with it. So we've recognized it, we've named it, we've located it, we've described it, and now we're just going to feel it. What does it feel like? Like, really understand that. Tell yourself, I'm safe to feel this. This is just a vibration in my body. So really, that's all an emotion is a vibration in your body. It's caused by our thoughts, goes into our body. We're feeling it, and just understand that this is just this vibration moving through our body. And remind yourself that feelings, no matter how uncomfortable, are always temporary. I think this is so important. When I realized that emotions are just vibrations in the body, it makes them like just immediately have less control over me. And it's so amazing. And then the fourth step is to really breathe through it. Take slow, deep breaths and stay present with the emotion. Just really feeling it, honing it, loving it, enjoying that sensation. We should enjoy this. Some people can't even feel these things that we feel. Like, if you were an alien coming down to Earth and they were like, what are you talking about? What is this emotion? Like, how amazing is it that we can feel these things and that we can be present with these things? I think that that's so amazing. Our bodies and our minds are so amazing, and I feel like we don't give them enough credit for all the things that they do. I mean, your brain has around 60,000 thoughts a day. It's working, it's like subconsciously working on all of these things, and we don't even realize. Like, our bodies are products of what we put into them, and then we get mad at them for things, for not functioning certain ways or for not doing things. And they're just like, they're trying their best to work with the environment or the constraints and the things that we have been given in this life. And I just really think that it's an amazing thing to be able to feel your emotions and feel through things and be present in the moment, and to honor and love the body and the brain that you have, because it's so incredible and it's so amazing. I mean, I couldn't make a brain. I mean, I probably could because I'm a female and I could make a baby. But I mean, like, intellectually, if I had to put together something like a Lego piece, I don't know if I can do that. Like, I'm not that skilled. But I think that it's just so intricate and so amazing. And there's so many things that we don't know that it can do and how it does it. And I just think that we need to honor it more. Anyways, again, off on a tangent. Okay, so let's focus. So notice if when you're breathing through it, if anything changes, does something shift? Does anything move in your body? Just really notice it. And then I want you to stay in this until it passes. Breathing through this, like really understanding it, learning it, deepening your knowledge of it. And by that I mean, do you really know what the emotion is? Do you really know how it feels? Is it really heavy? Has it changed any? What's going on here? And staying present with it until it passes. Emotions usually last around 90 seconds unless we resist them, which makes them last longer. I know it's crazy. It's totally counterintuitive, which I love that word. It's totally counterintuitive, but yes, if we don't pay attention to them and we resist them, they will linger. And some things that we have pushed and surpassed since childhood that still linger. So allow them. Just be present with them. Accept them as part of who you are and acknowledge them. They just want to be acknowledged. And generally, they will pass. And then keep observing it without judgment until it just naturally fades. So, I forgot to hit this slide. So this is the breathing through it and the staying with it until it passes. And then at the end, there's a couple reflection questions if you have, if you want to reflect on this. So once the emotion passes, we might ask ourselves, what was the emotion trying to tell me? What triggered this feeling? What thoughts created this emotion? And again, this is just deepening our awareness, really getting connected to ourselves and learning so much about our journey. So I hope that you enjoyed this hopefully quick little rant about emotions and processing emotions. It went a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I hope that you gained more knowledge. I hope that you continue to gain knowledge about yourself and your awareness. And I can't wait to see you on our next Mindfulness Mondays. All right, talk to you guys later.